Yo, what's up guys? It's been a long time that I made a video, but actually here I'm back. I had a lot of shit to do, I moved houses again. Now I live in Eindhoven, it's a big city. Maybe you know it from ASML, it's a very big company which makes chip machines. And of course, maybe you know Eindhoven from PSV, the best soccer club in the Netherlands.
You get me.
So yeah guys, today I made a new liquid drum and bass track. It has like a Monroe vibe, kind of like Pola and Bryson mixed with Telemic. It has some really nice basses, some dark basses in it, and some nice plugs, some leads. So I will show you how it's made. The sample pack that I talked about in my last tutorials, I got a lot of questions. Where is it? Can I have this bass? Can I see this preset? Yeah, of course, I'm working on it. And I want to introduce that it's finally almost here. It will be here in 2 weeks. My next tutorial I will upload this sample pack. Actually it's totally free, so just enjoy the sounds. So yeah, actually that's it. Let's go to the track.
Dolo in a new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till he came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad at. I'm like, being like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave pray for the ends. Being that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Walk up, talk up straight. Speak up, say what you say. Real in my face on the bar with snakes. Watch them fade from my wave, they cut. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me. Slave to the scene. How did it get so deep? Life so deep, kids they don't teach.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice track, right? Yeah, I'm fucking proud of it. It's actually one of the best tracks that I ever made. So yeah, I will be uploading this track on Spotify, YouTube as well, so... Nothing too crazy, just cut off the lows, because you don't need them. So yeah, that's it for the first pad. Then I uploaded another pad from Splice. It's an atmosphere, it sounds like this. Nothing too crazy. Just cut off the lows. Maybe around here. Cut off the highs because the highs are already filled from the other pad. Then next I added another sound, a vocal from Splice, which sounds like this. Cut off some of the lows. Next I added a drum loop, which I automated the frequency spectrum from, as you can hear. Of course, the bass is man. So this is the bass that I used for this track. It's really dope. It's a liquid Reese bass, as you can hear. Of course, this liquid Reese bass is also in my sample pack, so make sure to check it out in a couple of weeks. You better stay tuned, guys. So yeah, next I made some really cool sounds. They sound like this. How did I make this first sound? Load up a 4088 and acid, set the unison on 7, add a filter, an MG low 12 with these settings, apply the cutoff to the LFO1, as you can see. Also add a bright white noise and also automate the LFO1 to the FM from B, as you can see. And then for the effects I added hyperdimension. With these settings, apply the LFO1 to the size, distortion, apply LFO1 to the drive, a flanger, some chorus, a delay, a compressor, some reverb and an EQ, and also apply the LFO1 to this frequency spectrum. Then the effects for this first sound, I added a parametric EQ and I automated, as you can see, the frequency spectrum of this knob. Yeah, the automation goes like this. Next I cut some of the lows because you don't need it. I added an OTT with a little bit of compression. Then next I added Isotope Trash, which is a distortion plugin. And I used a harmonic control for this sound. So yeah, without it will sound not that present, it will sound like this. And with it sounds like this. It's much more present and adds some dynamics to the sound. Then the next sound, it sounds like this. So yeah, the next sound is actually in Dune 3. It's a preset, it's this preset. I did nothing too crazy on the effects. I only cut it off some of the lows and highs. And I added trash too as well with the rubber hammer. So yeah, next I added a drum loop. The first drum loop, it sounds like this. I did nothing too crazy with this drum loop. I only cut some of the subs, which you don't need. It will clash with the bass of your track. Then I added a transient processor to get some control of the transients. Next I sidechained it and I loaded up a Xenon verb to get just a tiny bit of reverb to make your drum loop come alive. Then next I added another drum loop. It's a top drum loop. It's more for the high frequencies in the spectrum of the drum loops. Did nothing too crazy. I cut it off some of the lows because you don't need it. Together the drum loops, they sound like this. And without the top loop it will sound a little bit empty like this. Then next I added some vocals from Splice. It's in C minor. Yeah, I also did nothing too crazy with these vocals because they are very well processed. The most vocals on Splice, you don't have to process them a lot. Only give them a little bit of reverb or either delay. But most of the vocals, they have some compression, so they don't need it. Over compressing the sample will really destroy your sound. So yeah, what did I do? I cut it up some of the low frequencies. Then I added a little bit of compression, as I said, not too much. Then I added some vintage verb, some reverb, and some more reverb to make the vocal come alive. For instance, with reverb.
Flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass to the boys were.
Then at the point where the vocal's ending, I automated these reverbs. It's really a trick that a lot of DnB producers use. As you can hear, it sounds like this.
Now we on the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to you plotting on them with the tints on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in.
A lot of DnB producers use this trick, so the listeners, they know that it's ending and a new part of the song is starting. Then together with automating this drum loop, as you can see over here and also over here, and together with the automations on the reverb of this vocal, it sounds like this.
Block with the up for events. Skin kept close to you plotting on them with the tints on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in.
What is needed to keep someone that is listening your track there? Yeah, you really have to put some automations on your track, change out the drum loop once in a lifetime, add some other heads, some nice claps, some other sounds, because really if you just copy the track over and over again, you will just move on. And that's not what you wanted, right? Now I'm taking a break right here, and it's just a small change in the track, but it's really to keep the listener there, as you can hear.
Jump in.
So yeah guys, one of the most difficult things about producing the mixing and mastering. How did I master this track? I only added a parametric EQ to cut some of the really lows and the highs, because these are a really bit harsh, they don't sound good. Then I cut some of the around 300 Hz, that's always a muddy frequency range. I increased the high frequencies a tiny bit. Then I added a glue compressor with the mastering transparent vinyl master setting. Last but not least, I added Ozo 9. I made the basses completely in mono. The mid-spectrum I changed into mono as well a little bit. And then for the highs I changed into stereo. That sounds way better. Of course I added a limiter, Pep Filter Pro L.
Jump in.
It's just reducing the peaks a little bit. I hope you guys like this track. It will be out in a couple of weeks on Spotify. And of course my sample pack, it's going to be live the next tutorial. So yeah guys, sorry for not uploading any videos last week, but I'm back stronger than ever. So yeah, from now on I will be uploading videos every week. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. See you guys next week. Ciao.
To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. Till the game on the head, it's all mad act. I'm like, being like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave pray for the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Walk up, talk up straight, speak up, say what you say. Real in my face, on the bar with snakes. Watch them fade from my wave, they cut. Summer 20, galley on me. Night shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me, slave to the scene. How did it get so deep? Life so deep, if they don't teach. But got everyone Eve, reality caught up with me. Yeah, I fell off, it was like I was driving on E. Smoke up, that's in the blend. Free up the guys and dip out the ends. Jump in the ride and burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't touch the boy that my end. Then we gonna block with the up for events. Skin kept close to the plotting on them with the tints on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in.
Potential targets of military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are big and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until official say-so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination of survival.
Before he got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't